What's up, YouTubers? What's up, everybody? What's up, Manosphere? Uh, any ladies out there? Well, this is primarily for you, but I want the brothers to listen in. Just wanted to share something quick with y'all. Something I had been meaning to share a long time now, for months now. Just never got around to it. But I got some extra time. I've been getting a little extra time here lately. Um, I want to talk about the relation between the cock carousel, women chasing the top 10 to 20% of men, and then I'm introducing the penis scale, right? Now, all those things work in tandem, whether you know it or not. I'm a connected dots kind of guy. Uh and that's one of my best skills is connecting the dots, and also seeing uh hidden or coded information in things like that. So let me break it down to you. We all know what the cock carousel is. It's basically just when women are out there running from guy to guy. You can also say monkey branching is somewhat equal to that, but I think I think the cock carousel is more so when women just prefer to be having a selection of guys and being free and just going from guy to guy for a while. Now monkey branching, usually they do that when they're trying to replace another guy. So it's not necessarily a multiple guy thing, but monkey branching could be a multiple guy thing. So we ain't gonna spend too much on cock carousel. We pretty much get that. We've been talking about that for a long time. All right, now the thing about women chasing the top 10 to 20% of men is, I broke down a long time ago how it's bad math and I related to just the overwhelming population of women that outnumber men in general, no matter what continent you're on, what country you're in, what demographic you come from. Women outnumber men. And if you look at statistically, you're really dealing with very few guys that are millionaires, or plus, even high six figures. High six figures is a little bit more reasonable, but we can get into that millionaire category. It's very few far in between. And I never understood why women don't see that. Like, you already outnumber men, and then you take a single digit population of millionaires and billionaires and try to flood it. Like, y'all literally like try to flood these group of men. So it's just bad math. Um, Now, here's the thing about what I'm introducing, the penis scale, how all of them, like I said, work in tandem. They're very synonymous, right? Now, you have what society or experts say is most men are average size, and then you have a small percentage above that, which is considered large or extra large, and then below that, you have a small percentage. Um, and I'm assuming it's a small percentage uh, outside of the average guys on both ways, whether it's small or large or extra large, right? Well, especially when you talk about the cock carousel, right? Now, women are naturally made for one man. So when they enter into the cock carousel, they by default enter into the penis scale. And then they go up and down that thing. Now, we're not going to mention ages below 18, but we're dealing with ages up until 18 to usually 35. But in some cases, you can go up to 40. These days, really, you got to go up to 40, because this is at the between 35 and 40 is when women want to get serious and get married, but they've been on the cock carousel. They've been going up and down the penis scale from 18 up until that point, right? And then you wonder why they can't be satisfied, or why they have so many men to compare to one another. And then when they get a guy who takes them serious, they got all this data floating around in their head in man comparison based on past experience. And they're confusing themselves, as well as putting a lot of stress and pressure on the guy that's really trying to work with them. All right. Now, this ain't no size issue for me. It's more of observation on women's psychological uh, damage they do to themselves, right? Like I said, a woman is made for only one man. So if you go round and round this cock carousel, up and down on this penis scale, and let me show you how it's not a size thing, right? And it's math related to their bad math skills and mental health. The majority of available men is in the average section. Okay. When you get outside of the top 20%, 10 to 20% of men, especially when you go into single digits, uh, in the millionaire plus status, get beyond that slightly, 20%, and you will go into a tier of, I would say, what I call quality men or valuable men. Because, they got this term floating around on YouTube called a high value man, which is okay for me. It's just not concrete and absolute for me because I see holes in it. Uh, we already know what happened to like a lot of these celebrities and entertainers, athletes with these high profile divorces with the money that they have. So it's a lot of emphasis on money with that high value male, and it's making it seem like it's foolproof, and you're gonna get women, and you got to have money for this and that just to have women, which is not true. So I know broke niggas are fuck hoes, so we ain't gonna get into all that. But for the sake of it, I'm kind of use it as an example to go a tier down into what I call valuable, just valuable men or quality men, right? And they are the most abundant and available to women. So you got the average penis sized man, which has higher number availability to women. And then you got the under, slightly past the top 20% of men going into the valuable man, quality man. You got an abundance of availability of men to women in that category. All right. So women have plenty of men that they can choose from or, find. But for some reason, they have bad math. They all want to fit into one little small box of men. Uh, on the penis scale, of course, I mean, there's even some women that like small penises. So, I think Kylie Red from the Housewives of, I mean, not Housewives, but Hip Hop Atlanta. There are some women out there that like it. Uh, I guess dudes who fit into that category, man, shit, you probably need to like do a little search or something. You know what I'm saying, or research and find women like that. You probably won't have no issues because they are out there. She's proven that. But for the most part, uh, I guess I can try to gauge psychologically, from a sexual standpoint, a lady going up and down the penis scale, being that, I know for a fact that women are really only supposed to have one man. When they go up and down this penis scale and go around in that carousel, uh, and they like go from small to average to big, and then they want to stay at that in that top category of big, it's kind of similar to all the women chasing the top 10 to 20% of men, but it's more of a psychological thing there versus the math on when they go into that small category of men. That's more of a psychological thing or a mental health thing, because I guess they became sexually deviant and sexually addicted. You know, I mean, just hey, I mean, it is what it is, man. Like once they get their foot long in them, I guess it'd be kind of hard for them to accept anything less. So, uh, I don't know, but I can see or get an idea of the psychological, mental health, sexual addiction, or sexual preference, even sexual preference. I give you that at that point of it. But I'm addressing just the the path that they take. They take themselves down a path of damage and too much experience to where it ruins what a lot of the elders in the manuscript talk about pair bonding. Um, definitely ruins that. So yeah, definitely, yeah. So they take themselves down a path that ruins pair bonding, and then you just see the mental health issues, and then just the comprehension issues where the math is very bad. You skip over the biggest groups of available men to you to take yourself down a path of stress, competition, unhealthy competition, mental health, damaging your pair bonding ability that you possess as a woman, you know, in just so many different ways. Cock carousel. The cock carousel is just too many dicks. The penis scale is you're experiencing too many different types of dicks, and you'll get dissatisfied when you meet a good guy. He's not like the guy that you didn't require anything from, So and everybody wants to fit into the top 10 to 20%. And I'm about to do another video in related to the top 10, 20% lifestyle period. I'm about to do a video on that because it's some stuff going on that gets back to mental health, stress, uh, issues like that people are having when basically not necessarily, saying that you have to settle for less, but like, let's just deal with average or decent or good, that measurement, right? If you stick to that, you could start building and you could start being a little bit more content and have peace of mind. Um, so I'm about to do that next video on that. But I'm gonna use some celebrities as an example because we got some stuff going on. All right. So let me get on out of here. I appreciate this. Um, like, share, subscribe. It's your boy Zulu Gullah. And I'm gonna see what's going on YouTube a little later, but I'm gonna drop another video real quick here shortly. Let me take a little quick intermission, and I'm out on this one. Thank y'all.